Hello everyone. Today we will go on with our third lesson. It's going to be mainly about improving our reading and vocabulary skills. So let's start. First we will have a reading passage about virtual reality games. Then we will go on with some questions. So there are some statements. We will decide either they are true, false, or not given. Then we will have some vocabulary exercises related with the words that are already here in the passage and bold-faced. Let's start with reading. Virtual reality games. Augmented reality game graphics use images that partially overlay the image of reality seen through partial transparent glasses or captured with a camera and seen with a head-mounted display or other displays such as smartphone or tablet displays. The Facebook-owned Oculus Rift is the first of the next generation of virtual reality headsets based on technology made cheap enough because of the popularity of smartphones could become the future of all computer gaming. Oculus VR, this stands for here VR virtual reality. Oculus VR has made some special development kits which are for computer game makers to use to help make new games. Some industry experts think that a second development kit may be announced at the Game Developers Conference. With the Oculus Rift, you will be able to play many new computer games such as Half-Life 2, Portal 2, Skyrim, Mirror's Edge, Unreal Tournament 3, Dare Esther, and Dirt 2. People can connect the Oculus Rift to their computer or games console and play games standing up or sitting down. People who have used the headset say that a short demo game to show how the headset will work felt as though they were in another world. Also that the game can become part of your reality because your subconscious mind can become involved in the virtual reality as well as your conscious mind. The final version for everyone may be a year away, and many improvements will need to be made before it is ready for the consumer market. Nobody is sure about the price, but people think it will cost about 250 to 300 US dollars. Okay, let's have a look at the statements here first, then we will decide either they are true or false or not given. The first one is Facebook own Oculus Rift. Second one, Facebook paid $1 billion to buy Oculus Rift. Third one, Oculus Rift owes its development to smartphone technology. Fourth one, you can play computer games standing up with it. Fifth, people who used the Oculus Rift felt that very in another world. Sixth one, some people who played games with it felt sick. 7, the Oculus Rift is finished and ready. 8, many people think it will cost less than $300. Let's go back to the reading. Let's read it once more, and then we will decide either the statements are true, false, or not given. Virtual reality games. Augmented reality game graphics use images that partially overlay the image of reality seen through partial transparent glasses or captured with a camera and seen with a head-mounted display or other displays such as smartphone or tablet displays. The Facebook-owned Oculus Rift is the first of the next generation of virtual reality headsets based on technology made cheap enough because of the popularity of smartphones could become the future of all computer gaming. Oculus VR made some special development kits which are for computer game makers to use to help make new games. Some industry experts think that a second development kit may be announced at the Game Developers Conference. With the Oculus Rift, you will be able to play many new computer games such as Half-Life 2, Part 2, Skyrim, Mirror's Edge, Unreal Tournament 3, Theorister, and Dirt 2. People can connect the Oculus Rift to their computer or games console and play games standing up or sitting down. People who have used the headset say that a short demo game to show how this headset will work felt as though they were in another world. Also, that the game can become part of your reality because your subconscious mind can become involved in the virtual reality as well as your conscious mind. The final version for everyone may be a year away, and many improvements will need to be made before it is ready for the consumer market. Nobody is sure about the price, but people think it will cost about 250 to 300 US dollars. Okay, so the first statement says Facebook own Oculus Rift. Actually, this is true. If you go back to the first paragraph, you can see here that, yeah, Facebook owned Oculus Rift is the next generation. So Facebook owned Oculus Rift. This is true. Facebook paid $1 billion to buy Oculus Rift. This is not given in the text. We couldn't see any information explaining this statement. The third one, Oculus Rift owes its development to smartphone technology. This is also true. If you go to the first paragraph again, the last sentence here, it says, based on technology made cheap enough because of the popularity of smartphones. So here we can get the information that's saying it owes its development to smartphone technology. The fourth one, you can play computer games standing up with it. This is true. I think that in the third paragraph, you can remember that it was saying that you can play standing up or sitting down. People who used the Oculus Rift felt that they were in another world. This is true. Let's go back to the third paragraph again. Here you can see that people who have used the headset say that a short demo game to show how the headset will work, and also your reality, your mind subconscious can become involved, reality as your conscious mind. So people have used the headset as a short demo to show the headset will work, felt as though they were in another world. This is the key here to answer that statement. So people who used in another world, this is true. 6. Some people who played games with it for sick. This is also an extra information which is not given in the passage. The 7th one, the Facebook Oculus Rift is finished and ready. This is false. Actually, it's not finished because we can understand here the final version for everyone may be a year away. So they need one more year to finalize it and to make it finished. The last one, many people think it will cost less than 300 US dollars. Yeah, it was given in the passage, paragraph 4, that saying that it will be around between 250 to 300 US dollars. So it will be less than $300. So this is true. Very good. So now let's look at the bold words in the text and match them with the correct definitions below. Let's have a look at the definitions first, then I'll show you the bold-faced words so we can match them with their definitions. The first one, the first definition is saying the part of your mind that notices and remembers information when you are not actively trying to do so and influences your behavior even though you do not realize it. The second definition, images produced by a computer and used together with a view of the real world. The third one, half done, not complete. The fourth one, an occasion when something gets better or when you make it better. The fifth one, the process in which someone or something grows or changes and becomes more advanced. Sixth one, to notice that a particular thing or person exists or is present. Seventh one, a person who buys goods or services for their own use. Okay, these are the definitions. So let's go back to the passage again. Here are the bold-faced words. The first one is augmented reality. Second one is partial. Third one is development. Fifth one is subconscious mind. Sixth, conscious mind. 7 improvements, and the last one is consumer. So now let's go back to the definitions. The first one is subconscious mind. Yeah, the part of your mind that notices and remembers information when you are not actively trying to do so. So you're not trying to remember it, but subconsciously you do it. So this is called, the part of your mind is called subconscious mind. So what is images produced by a computer and used together with a view of the real world? These are augmented reality. Very good. So what is half done, not complete? So this is partial. An occasion when something gets better or when you make it better, this is improvements. The process in which someone or something grows or changes and becomes more advanced, this is development. To notice that a particular thing or person exists or is present, this is just the antonym of the subconscious mind. This is conscious mind. And the last one is, of course, a person who buys goods or services for their own use. This is consumer. Very good. So, subconscious mind, consumer, conscious mind, partial, development, improvements, and augmented reality. This time we will look at the words here. You can see they are the words that are taken from the passage. They were the bold-faced words in the passage. We will use them to complete the sentences from 1 to 7. Okay, let's start with the first one. We must provide demonstrable something in health services. If we are trying to provide demonstrable improvement in health services, very good. Firms have to be responsive to consumer demand. Yeah, we believe that companies, firms should take care of the consumer's needs or willings. The third one, the conscious mind includes such things as the sensation, perception, memories, feeling inside of our current awareness. So this is the keyword here, current awareness. This is not subconscious, it is conscious mind. Fourth one, your subconscious mind has immense power in controlling your life experiences. Very good. Number 5, the general has ordered a partial withdrawal of the troops from the area, not the whole withdrawal, partial withdrawal. So it means probably some of the troops will stay there, the others will be withdrawn. 6, non-military uses could include augmented reality, Earth resource exploration, telemedicine, air traffic control, and homeland security, said the company. And the last one is later centuries saw the development of a complex transport system. Okay, let's go on with the second part of the reading lesson. We have another reading passage for you. Well, I will go on with this. Very good. So here we go. Now we will read a travel guide about Bangkok, which is a really nice city. But before going for this, let's start with the pre-reading vocabulary exercises. So, we are asked to match the words in the box here: express, noodles, polluted, alternative, extend, and authentic, with the definitions below from 1 to 6. The first one is dirty from traffic or chemicals. What do you think? Yes, of course, it's polluted. The second one is real or normal for a place, not specially for tourists. It is authentic. The third one is another way to do something with a different way. It means alternative. So number 4 is fast. This is especially used for the public transportation without any stops. It means express. Number 5 is a table where food or other things are sold in a market. It is a stand. And the last one, a long, thin food made from flour, water, and eggs is, of course, noodles. Very good. Let's start to read the passage about Bangkok. Whether you're traveling to the islands or the mountains of Thailand, you're likely to spend at least one night in its capital city on the way. Bangkok might be noisy and polluted, but it's also an exciting city with plenty of things to see and do. Why not make it a longer stay? Where to stay? The Khao San Road was a famous traveler spot even before Leonardo DiCaprio's character in the film The Beach stayed there. But it's noisy, not very pretty, and not very Thai. For something more authentic, Phra Kanong offers an alternative place to stay with its fantastic street markets where everyday Bangkok people eat, work, and live. It's not as convenient for the main tourist sites, but it has a SkyTrain station so you can be at the Grand Place in 20 minutes. How to get around? Bangkok's traffic can be a nightmare. Sure, you can easily take a taxi if you want to spend hours stuck in traffic jams, but there are two much better ways to get around the city. To explore the temples and historical sites, catch an express boat river or a long-tailed boat along the Chao Phraya River and the canals. For the modern part of the city, the SkyTrain is a fast, cheap way to travel from the river to shopping malls and nightlife of Sukhumvit and the famous Chatuchak street market. So where to eat? The simple answer is everywhere. Thai street food is among the best in the world, and for around $5, you can eat a filling and delicious meal. Some food stands have little plastic seats where you can sit and eat, and they cook the same dish over and over, like fried chicken on rice or pad thai noodles. Head for Chinatown, Yaowarat Street, and choose whatever looks like most interesting from the many excellent Chinese and Thai restaurants and food stands. What to do? After you've seen the main sites like the giant Buddha at the temple of Wat Pho and the spectacular Grand Palace, and shopped at Chuk Chuk Market, check out the snake farm and watch the live snake show. You can even touch a snake yourself if you want to. Okay, so here are some statements. Please read the statements about the text and write true or false for each. Let's start with the first one. One night is enough time to see Bangkok. Is it true or false? Yes, it's false. Khao San Road is an authentic Thai area of the city. Is this true or false? This is false. It's more touristic. Phra Kanong is further away from the main tourist sites than Khao San Road is. Yes, this is true. The riverboat taxis often get stuck in traffic too. Is it true? This is false. They have the traffic jam in the main roads, not on the river. Taking the SkyTrain is a faster way to see the city than going by taxi. This is true. And the last one, you need to choose where to eat carefully as not everywhere is good. This is false because Bangkok is one of the best place of its street food. Now let's see the questions. There are 5 open-ended questions. Where is the giant Buddha located? What is the name of the road that was featured in the beach? Name 2 good ways to get around Bangkok while avoiding traffic. What is the more local and less touristic neighborhood to stay? And what type of informal eating is famous in Bangkok? So let's go back to the passage to answer these questions. Let's start with the first one. Where is the giant Buddha located? If you remember, let me show you. Where was it? I think it was in the 3rd paragraph. Let's go to that one then. Here, the last one. After you see the main sites like Giant Buddha at the temple of Wat Pho. So the answer for this question is the temple of what for? What is the name of the road that was featured in the beach? What was it? It was Khao Road. And name two good ways to get around Bangkok while avoiding traffic. Do you remember the traffic issues? Here you can see how to get around. To explore the temples and historical sites, sketch Express Boat River for modern part of the city, cheap way travel from the river to shopping malls and nightlife, the street market. So the first one is Express Boat River and the second one is Longtail Boat or Sky Train. What is the more local and less touristic neighborhood to stay? It is Phra Kanong. And the last question, what type of informal eating is famous in Bangkok? Street food. They are famous with their street food actually. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for being and attending the class today with us. Hope to see you again.